I was asked for Hollow Knight music, so I changed it. Hi, guys. That may be the worst start to a stream I've had in a minute. Jesus Christ. I'd like to know why Discord no longer gives notifications for the shorts. I saw, like, last week, Discord didn't put out the ping for the short until, like, a week later. Also, yeah, I forgot to change what stream my multi-stream points to. So it tried to restart the Dredge stream, but the Dredge stream wasn't the Dredge stream wasn't around, and so it just made a new waiting room for the Dredge stream. So I had like 3 streams going at once, and it was very panicky, and I was sad. Yeah, so essentially it restarted the Dredge stream on Twitch, which, sorry Twitch, you got double notifications, and YouTube, it just made a whole new thing with Scuffed as the thumbnail, which is really, really funny. So I had to like delete the waiting room, delete the VOD, re-go up, like, it's a mess, it sucked, I hated it. But we're here now, hi. Hey Omer, how you going? And we got Hollow Live music. This is Hollow Knight music, it's City of Tears, it's just a remix. Fine, we're going back to Stardew, fuck you. I've been doing alright. Hey Red Ghost, wait a minute. You can turn off leaderboards, I would recommend it, they're kind of cringe. Sorry, Merrick, thank you for the 27 months. We're not playing Dredge, fuck you. So.
You know what, Penumbral? Fuck you. Alright, just fuck you.
Yeah, fair.
Playing Dredge?
We're not playing Dredge. No Love for Variance Project. I did talk about them last week. I forgot to put them in this week's short, but listen, it's okay. You're fine. Bree did a watch along for them. That's enough suffering for one agency. Okay, let's do this and this and this. Oh, my window's still open. Hang on. Whoopsies. Let me just shut that. Why is YouTube shut? Okay, no, it's fixed. And let me shut my window real quick. Okay, we're now officially on a timer because it will eventually get to the point where it'll get so warm I won't be able to think. So the timer has started. We're not playing Dredge. We're not playing Dredge. It's not Dredge. The fucking stream fucked up. It's yapping. We're yapping about things. It's not Dredge. Shut up. Why is my model so small? Hang on. There we go. I don't know why it was weird. Don't want the neighbors here. Well, that too. I don't really want them to hear me yapping about VTubers, but more so, I don't want them shouting from outside. It's 10 PM in a Scottish town. There's gonna be some fucking drunk asshole outside, and I don't want him to like dox me somehow and give my full date of birth. We're dredging up chatting topics. Me dredging up a semblance of an interesting personality for stream. Move my gamer subs out of the way. Oh. Is it dark yet? No, it is still light outside. It is 10 PM and it is still light outside. I hate this country. I'm not letting you imagine things. Hey, Dragon, don't worry. The beginning of stream was scuffed as fuck, so you didn't miss much. Okay, let me just double check. Is everything working? Twitch, are you okay? Twitch does... Hang on. Trying to make sure the Twitch stream is working. Is Twitch working? Twitch is working. YouTube's working. We're here. It's all functioning. You know, it is... Dude, it's so fucking weird. It'll be like 11 o'clock at night and it will still be bright outside. And then it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and it's bright outside. And... Oh, it makes it... I had to actually... Maybe the most VTuber Cody thing I've done. I had to go out and get like stick-on blackout sheets. Why am I so tiny? What? Hang on. Like, I know I'm small, but I'm not that small. I had to go and get, like, stick-up blackout curtains because it was so bright outside that it was waking me up in the morning, shining into my bedroom. Because if you don't know, I kind of live in a weird place where my bedroom is in the living room because the bedroom that is meant to be the bedroom is so fucking small, it would genuinely be impossible to fit a bed in here. So I sleep out in the living room, but the living room is directly connected to the kitchen, and the kitchen has a window, which means when it got bright, I would get woken up and I'd be very angry. So I went and got like sticky up blackout sheet things and I stuck them in the window, which is cool, but it now means my kitchen is in pitch blackness, which I need to turn a light on when I cook. Not that it can really turn out any worse. I think I've tweeted out before about me trying to cook an omelette and it always turning into scrambled eggs. I've still yet to cook a proper omelette. Maybe I need a cooking stream in this week of people screaming about missed cooking streams. Okay, I need somebody to enlighten me about the Aster cooking stream meme, because I hear it a lot in my comments. But I don't know what the meme is. Just get blackout curtains. I have blackout curtains on my window in here, and I have them on the window in the living room. But the kitchen window is weird in that, because I live in the top floor, I live in it's like a slanted roof. They're like, is that like an angle? Which means if I put curtains to, they just fall straight down and wouldn't actually fall against the window, which means the blackout effect wouldn't work. For this one, I had to basically use a weighted blanket to pin it to the wall, but I can't really do that in the kitchen because I need access to what's below the window. So, yeah. Cook it in the pan till the base is good, then put it under the grill and bam, perfect omelet. So, my problem is that my omelet always ends up sticking to the pan, but I think it's just because my pan is 10 years old and is not very good. I need to get a new pan. Did I tell you guys about the wok? So when I was gone, my mom decided, I asked my mom to come around. I think I've told this story. I asked my mom to come around to pick up milk because I get a milk run done to my house. Because I live in a small farming village, and that's cheaper than buying wholesale milk. So my mom, I asked her to come around to pick up the milk because I didn't cancel it in time and I didn't want milk going off on my doorstep for the 2 weeks I was gone. My mom decided to take that and run with it and instead do 2 weeks cleaning, and she just came around and cleaned my entire fucking apartment. Which, W mom, but also, I'm lucky I don't have anything weird that she could have found. I think the weirdest thing that she could have found, that I think she did find, which I'm not going to bring up to her because it's mortifying, she found a box of condoms, which I didn't buy for obvious reasons. I have no need for a box of condoms. They were given me as a fucking joke birthday gift by a friend of mine 3 fucking years ago, and I've just never gotten rid of them, which might be the saddest thing I've ever said on stream. I think he got them as a joke of you will never need these, haha funny, and my response was ha, joke's on you, I'll eventually get through this whole box. I've never opened them. I've never fucking opened them. They've had zero use. But now my mom, I think, found them, which is a 25-year-old guy. I probably shouldn't be embarrassed that my mom found condoms, but I think I'm more embarrassed that she found an unopened box of condoms. I might be cooked. This might be cooked, chat. I might have to kill myself. Wait, condoms expire? Oh, so why am I saying them like that? Condoms? Condom sounds like a Chinese dish. They expire? Wait, what? How? They're just pieces of latex. Wait, how do condoms expire? Due to the degradation of the materials over time, making them more likely to break or tear during use, thus reducing their effectiveness in preventing pregnancy and STIs. How long? Wait. How long do condoms last? 3 to 5 years. Nah, they're probably fine. Look, I didn't know, but do you really think it's going to have had any effect? If I'm in the life state that I don't need condoms, do you really think it matters if they expire or not, or if I know that? Come on, let's be real, chat. That's crazy. Big condom really introduced... Just... You don't... Just slap a piece of plastic on there, it's fine. I actually didn't know condoms expired. The more you know. I guess for any future reasons, yeah, I guess that is good to know. I don't think I will ever use that knowledge, but hey, I can at least say I'm educated. But yeah, I think I found them in my drawer, which is not where they were, which means my mum probably found them and put them there, which, you know. God, I'll get a girlfriend one day, chat. I can get a girlfriend. I'm just sad now. I was trying to think of a witty comment, but I'm just sad.
Well, before you're ever gonna use it, it's gonna be why you're back. I had such a lovely week without you.
Wait, I've been gone for 2 weeks. You guys hate me. It's not gonna be dust. I'll find a girl. I can buy one probably. No, actually, that's illegal. I think. Oh, so hi, Cupcake. How you doing? I'm being educated by chat that condoms expire. This is news to me. Here's what happened in my sex life last week in about 60 seconds. Oh no! Wait, that's a horrible tagline. Oh no. Worst YouTube short of all time. I don't even need it to be 70 seconds like the VTuber one. Here's what happened in my sex life last week in about 3 seconds. And it's traditional, keep one in your wallet and then not notice it expired years back. The only other condom I've ever seen, well, actually I saw one when I was in sex ed in school because we have that. We filled them with water and threw them at each other because we were teenage boys. I got... Yo, Hayden, thank you for the 9 months to suggest taking them to VX, but going to a VTuber convention is protection enough. Yeah, I'm never invited to the VTuber convention orgies, unfortunately. I don't know why. I feel excluded. Nobody, like... Nobody ever reaches out and is like, hey, I mean, I'd turn them down probably, but like... Heavenly does? Do I need to ask Heavenly to get me into the VTuber orgies? Is this what we're doing? Can I DM him? Hang on. Where is he? Heavenly Father. Where are you? I've just DM'd him. I've heard you're the guy for VTuber orgies. Help a brother out. Let's see what he replies to that. Oh, is he playing Rivals Zen right now? Lolamau. And he's not streaming. He'll be fine. Who's he playing with? He's playing with Zen and Matara, apparently. I looked at Zen's stream and she's collabing with Matara, and if Heavenly's there, I assume it's him, him, yep, that guy. Let's see, actually. Let's tune into stream. It is Zen.
You were not an hour late.
Yo,
this
Weary,
time.
thank you for the resub, dude. Thank you for the 9 months. I'm not an hour late. I'm actually perfectly on time. I'm always on time. Is that's Spite, Matara, Heavenly... Fuck, I'm gonna prove my lack of VTuber knowledge. Shit. Why am I not using my real model? This is my real model. I don't have any other models. You guys are gaslighting me. This is my model. This is mine. Look, he has a hoodie. Shut up. Don't X me. I'm not secretly Punkalopi. It's not. This is the second time this accusation's been levied at me today. Shut up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, well. That's gonna do it for this stream, guys. Thank you for coming to my 15-minute stream. I'm gonna go end it all. God, I can't be bothered. I was gonna tweet out about the condom thing, but I'm too mentally frazzled for that. I'm never gonna financially recover for this or mentally recover for it. Yo, Mike, thank you for the 9 months. It's not horse girl enough. What is the obsession with okay. I'm not playing a horse girl game. I am so confused about what is it about Uma Musume that has caused people to just go feral over horse girls. I don't understand. Horse girl's cute. horse girls aren't even in like top 10 animal girl crossovers. I'ma be real with you. What features do they have of a horse? Actually, damn. Is that what it's about? Hey, Natalie. Okay, thank you for the 18 months. How to train your speed? I'm sorry. Can you train my intelligence first? I'm kind of a dumb bitch. I mean, okay. Assuming it's not the massive horse cock, which I'm going to assume isn't in the gacha game. What is like the... Because here's the thing. Cat girls have ears and sometimes a tail, right? Dog girls, same thing. If we get into the creepier stuff, like if we get into monster girls, like you got like spider girls, which are hot. You got like centaurs, which aren't really my thing, but like, hey, they're like centaurs is more of the horse girl thing, right? Like if you really, what I'm saying is if you only like Uma Musume girls, you're a fucking coward. And if you were a real man, you would commit and fuck a centaur. That's what I'm saying. That is my stance and I'm dying on it. But like, I don't know, man. They seem boring by monster girl standards. Like, you could fuck mermaids. You could fuck spider girls. You could fuck Lamia. Have you guys not seen Monster Musume? Like... But instead, you're like, no, I'm gonna fetishize these basically human girls that are running. Like, you could take the horses out of Uma Musume and it would just be about a fucking racetrack runnings. And also they sing and dance and are idols. That's weird. Slime girls are peak. That is a peak suggestion. Actually, we should do a monster girl tier list. I don't know what to do with this the stream I did, Dragon's Partner. Hey, Dragon's Partner. This is a welcome to a normal penumbral stream where we talk about the fuckability of horse girls. The Uma Musume subreddit bans you for looting the horse girls to protect them. Isn't the Yakuza after, like, people that loot horse girls? Isn't that a thing? Because I remember seeing a Flork post where he was like, I don't care if the Yakuza comes after me, I'm looting the horse girls. No one wants to breed moon boys? Somebody out there does. There's somebody for everybody, right? That's what they say, which means somebody out there has a thing for short moon boys that transform into bunny girls every few minutes. It's somebody's kink. I just have to find them. I don't know who they are. I just gotta lock in. I downloaded Honkai Star Rail, by the way. I feel like I should admit to this. I tweeted about it. They added Archer from Fate to Honkai Star Rail, and I fucking love Archer. Archer from Fate is my goat. He's my boy. He's like my favorite fictional character. And what is the model I'm using right now? This is a dead girl model. She graduated. She died forever, and so I've inherited it. It'll go away in a few minutes. Don't worry about it. Dude, I love Archer, and so they added him, and I heard that he was free, and so I downloaded it and got and I got to the point where I got him, and then I closed the game, and I have yet to reopen it. That's my story with Honkai Star Rail. I don't know, man. I played through the beginning and there was a girl in there called like March 7th. Like that was her entire fucking name. And I was like, excuse me? Like the other ones had generic ass gacha girl names and guys like Daehyun is like the main the main guy. And you're like, okay, that makes sense. Why is your name March 7th? Is that when you were born? Who named you this? Why do I have my jacket? Why did you turn me into a... Okay, whatever. Do you know what? We're rolling with it. Why is the jacket off? Oh, right. I remember. During, like, the Divinity Collab, I took the jacket off to prove that she's flat as a board. Right. I remember now. I remember. And I stand by that. I do 100% stand by that. Look at this shit. Oh, so I want to put the jacket back on. I feel exposed. What is the jacket hotkey? There it is. I don't like having the jacket off. I feel exposed. Also, Heavenly replied with, I would rather fucking die than ever have sex with any VTuber. Heavenly replied, I'd rather fucking die than ever have sex with any VTuber. And I'm saying keep all the autistic women to yourself. That's crazy. Okay, he doesn't... I don't even talk to women. My DMs are all dudes and Froggy. Froggy's pretty much a guy. I've never interacted with Froggy. I feel like I'm missing it. Oh wait, I think Heavenly's crashing it over Marvel Rivals. Hang on. Apparently Rivals makes him so toxic that he's just doesn't speak to avoid being toxic. I need to play... Guys, should we run Rivals with Heavenly at some point? I want to see him get... I want to run Rivals with Heavenly with the caveat that he can't, like, mute himself. He has to be completely vocal the entire time. I think that would be funny. I want to see this motherfucker crash out. I want to see him get banned on 3 different platforms. Wait, do you know what I need to do? I need to assemble, like, the most toxic fucking group imaginable for Rivals and just have them all, like, be completely vocal. You tuned into Zen stream and he said Clanker. To Zen? I can't believe Heavenly would say Clanker with the hard artist entry. That's crazy. That's racial slurs from my favorite VTuber, Heavenly Father. Actually, no, he says he isn't a VTuber. I think he's in denial. I only say that because I know it pisses... I think Heavenly gets annoyed when people insist he's a VTuber because he's like, just because I'm using a model doesn't mean I fit in the category. And I get it, but I like insisting that he is because it pisses him off. The Divinity Crew, oh my god. Rivals with Lopi, Heavenly, Brie, me. We'd need a 6v6. I haven't played Rivals in a while. We'd need an extra 2. Who? Okay. Nightmare Blunt rotation, current setup. Me, Heavenly, Brie, Lopi for Marvel Rivals. Call out who's your additions to make it even worse. What is the worst Rivals Blunt rotation you can think of? Tippy? No, Tippy's too chill. I love Tippy, but I've never seen... I don't think Tippy would be toxic. She'd be fun to have around as a fellow, like, straight man, I think. Is Mara toxic in Rivals? I've never really, like, spoken to Mara or played any games with her, so I don't know what she's like when gaming. I've never seen her crash out mid-game, though, but I don't know. Who's... Rexon would be toxic? That is true. Rexon would be kind of funny. I feel like Rexon would rather die than play Rivals, though, because he views any game that isn't friend slop content farming as a bad game. Evan? Evan's not that... Evan can be toxic. That could be a good call. I see the vision. I see the line. Rexon and Philly. Oh my god, no. I feel like trying to play any game with Rexon and Phillian together would you just die. You would never get anywhere. Your team would get into negative points. Do you know what I want to do? Get the squad together for like old school Modern Warfare 2. I want to do like a Rust free-for-all quick scoping on Modern Warfare 2 with like the most toxic motherfuckers I can think of. Heavenly, Evan, Rexon. I'm not really a toxic person, but I can be there. I could comment. Oh, he called Ultron a clanker. NoobTube. Oh my god. Do y'all know about One Man Army NoobTube in Modern Warfare 2? Are y'all ancient like I am? Are you guys as old and hag-worthy as me? Do you guys remember the ancient times? That shit was so. Let me regale you with a story of Modern Warfare 2. There used to be a perk. Sorry, Heavenly's replying to me, calling him the VTuber orgy guy. Back in the day, Modern Warfare 2, there was a thing called the NoobTube, and it was a grenade launcher attached to your gun that was called that because it would insta-kill people if you shot them with it, and you could just launch it into rooms to kill people, and people would launch it across the map or just randomly fire it, right? But it was balanced by the fact that you could only have 2. You had 2 in your gun per death, and so normally people would use them and then run around with a gun. But there was a perk called One Man Army, and the whole point of One Man Army was that you were meant to be able to switch class in one life. So at any point you can sit down and change your class to like a class that would fit better, like a different weapon. I think the intention was that you could pivot your weapon to whatever situation required it. What it was actually used as is just a free refill of all of your ammo and all of your equipment, because you could switch to a new class with a NoobTube and get 2 new NoobTubes back. So what people would do is they would just shoot both their 2 grenades, switch to a new class with a NoobTube, shoot another 2 grenades, switch back, and do that, and just have infinite. And it sucked. It sucked. Modern Warfare 2 was the most unbalanced game ever, and I miss it dearly. I miss it so dearly. I used to run UMP45 silenced. That shit was peak. Heavenly spoiling Gears of War for me. Commando Pro. I think Black Ops is probably objectively like the best COD. We're now in Call of Duty talk, I'm sorry. I haven't played COD in ages, but I think Black Ops is probably objectively the best Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 has a special place in my heart. Like, okay, Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2. That is like a generational run of Call of Duty. That was peak COD. That shit was crazy. And then like Ghosts and shit came out, and then you know? I want to play COD Zombies. The daily puzzles. Do you guys want to do the daily puzzles today? Do you want to run like Wordle, Pokédoll, connections? Is that like our new just chatting thing? Is that like a new trend that we do? I'd be down. Botan shot the Halo with a grenade launcher. Dude, the old like Halo, was it Halo? And I remember like one of my first memories of ever being on like Modern Warfare 2 VC was fucking one guy with like, I think he had like an Indian accent or something, and just going Paylow, Paylow. And I didn't know what the fuck he meant because it was a helicopter, but I didn't know the name because I was never good enough to get the kill streaks to get that. I fell off of COD around like Ghosts, I think, is when I stopped really playing it. I liked COD World War 2. That was good, because that was boots on the ground again, but it kind of got a bit Apparently, sorry, we're now just yapping about first-person shooters. Have any of you guys played Battlefield 6 or seen... I've heard that it might actually be okay. It might actually be like a decent Battlefield game, but I've not really looked into it. I miss Battlefield. I miss Bad Company. Battlefield Bad Company was so fun. And it's just... like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 didn't really capture the shit that I wanted, you know? We want to run... Let's pull up... We can yap while I think about my fucking Wordle and connections and shit. Let's pull it up here. It's going to be in the middle of the screen, which means I'm not going to be able to see... Actually, no, that'll mean I can't look at chat. Let's put it over here. I'm going to be looking off to the side, but that is okay. Wordle. Reaction... Let's see. Yes, I accept your cookies. I don't know what your cookies are. I've become conditioned to just hit accept cookies on everything, so I hope you're not putting a virus on my PC. Oh god, we're going into dark reader mode, which means things are going to break, but that's okay. I'd rather dark reader mode and things breaking than having to look at bright lights, because ugh. Fuck off, ad. Thank god for ad blocker. Okay. Clearly we have to start with penis as per usual. God damn it. Okay. O-U-N-T count. Let's do count. Fuck. N is in the right spot though. W. What fucking vowels do we have left? E, U, I, O. It's got to be an A. Which means it has to be A-N something. A-N-G. So we're looking at probably A-N-G. So what comes before A-N-G? Drang? No. Dwang? No. Can't be I. Can't be slang. Clang? Is clang a word? It is a word. Oh, it's not a G. Okay, clank. Is it clank? No, flank. It's gotta be flank, right? No, fuck. Is it clank? No, K is not in that spot. Blank? Huh. Yippee! We did it, chat. I'm drawing a blank. Shut up. Shut up. Let's do the mini. Ready? We're gonna be timed. We gotta do it in as quickly as possible to prove I'm not an idiot. Okay. Leading role on The Last of Us. Oh god, hang on. Wait, I have to turn off Dark Reader. It's fucking up the thing. I can't see. Ah! My eyes! The Heart of Summer. Leading role in The Last of Us. Ellie? Country in which I delete. I don't know what that is. Emotional request. Plea. Word before aching or dancing. Break? No. Many fans of Premier League clubs. There's football. Natural topping that rhymes with 3 down. I don't know what 3 down is. Authoritative approval. Sanction. Gooey diner sandwiches. What? Country. Orange and brown chip flavor for short. Dorito. Dirt. Aching. Tummy aching? Tummy. Belly. Belly ache. BBQ. Authoritative approval. No, 7 across is natural topping that rhymes with 7 down. I don't know. Country. Peru? Quesadilla? Brie? Brits? Melts? Queso? And say so. I got it. Sorry for the loudest fucking music. I don't know why it does that every time you win. That wasn't bad. Could have been worse. A minute 43. We did it. We win these. Okay. Connections. I still don't understand why EMS is the Heart Summer. Eternal Maggie Kill Sharingan? Actually, I didn't read that one. Yeah, that was filled in by other clues. It's probably a band? Maybe that sang Heart of Summer? Bop. So like a good song. Bop. Groove. Bounce. You must bop on it. Bounce, groove, bop, sway are all like dance moves, but twist is also on there. I'm going to say this. Yep. Move to the music. Can we zoom in? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Better? Pull, draw, drag. Gin, buzz, pass? Draw, pass. These are like card game terms. Gin, buzz could be like... This could be like smoking. I don't think the New York Times would make a category based on getting fucking buzzed, though. Shaken... Twist? Draw, pass, drag? I feel like draw, pass are like card game terms, right? But it could also be draw, pull, drag. Alright, I'm gonna do draw, pull, drag, twist. No, and it doesn't... Oh, one away. Okay, so this is right. I think twist is the one that doesn't fit. Shaken, puff, gin, buzz, low and dry. Pass is the only one that works. It's still one away. Okay, we got 2 guesses left. It's something with these 3 and 1 extra. Pull, draw, drag. It's like having a smoke. Like having a drag. Is it actually smoking terms? No, you can have a drag of something if you're smoking weed. Is that? It fucking is. Holy shit! Yeah, it's like inhalation. That's okay. It was actually fucking smoking. Okay. Buzz. Dry, shaken is like drinks, right? Because James Bond is like, I'll have a dry martini. Shaken, not stirred. There's also that scene in Kingsman where he's like, a dry martini, shaken, not stirred, glancing at an open bottle of vermouth that I have no idea what it means. I'm not from the Netherlands. I'm from Scotland. Twist? Is twist also like a drink term? Huh. Martini specifications. Okay, let's try. What do we think this is? Pass, buzz, cross, loan. Crossbreed? No. Pass. Port? Crossport? No. Buzz Aldrin? No. Cross is football. Pass is football. Buzz and loan are not football terms. Is it Monopoly? I'm not getting looked over. I see you guys. He said what Weary said, but I can't see what Weary said. Oh. Crossword, password, buzzword, loan word. Oh, but what does loan word mean? You were right. I don't know what loan word means. Well, good job, chat. I would never have guessed what that last one was without seeing it. Strands can be very hit or miss. Let's give it a go. Sure thing. Okay, it's going to be like on the beach, right? Oh, beach. Wait, beach. 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 Beacher. Beacher. Beach axe. Things on beaches, probably, right? So we're looking for like shells, probably. Ooh, wave. Saba. I don't think they're gonna put Saba on the New York Times. Oh, bikini is here. Bikini. Trunks. It's gonna be like beach wear, beach. Like thongs. This looks like it could be thong. Song. Wait, Speedo? Is Speedo here somewhere? No, it doesn't look like it. Bong. Swim. Swimsuits? Oh yeah, swimsuit. Okay. Is it beach? No, it's not beach hat. Sandals? Oh yeah, sandals. Good find. Beach. Beach attire. Parasol, I think is maybe. No, Parasong? What? There's 2 words left. Parachute. Sarong? What the fuck is a sarong? Huh? Rap. I was like, what the fuck's a par? I have no idea what a sarong is. I've never seen a sarong before in my life. Or actually, I probably have. I just didn't know it was called that. We did it, chat. We did all the puzzles. We're so smart. I love that for us. Do you want to do the Pokédoll? How into Pokemon are you guys? I always start with Golem. I don't know why, but one day it will be Golem. And I will be... Okay, if it's not Golem, I generally do Zubat. Because they're on very, like, opposite ends of the Pokemon spectrum. It's a stage 1 Pokemon. It's not poison or flying, so let's do Oddish. Grass is not grass poison. Not in the grassland either. Not grassland, cave, or mountain. I'm gonna do Drowsy, hit them with an urban. Okay, it's a single type, brown, yellow. Let's hit him with an Abra. Okay, it is urban, it is yellow. Oh, it's gotta be, like, no, Pikachu. Wait, but this is from Gen 1, so Pikachu would be a... Okay. Oh yeah, Pikachu's an urban, fuck. It's a yellow... Meowth? Oh, is it? It could be Meowth. This could be a Oh. I'm kind of him. Chat. I might be the best Pokemon trainer to ever play the game. Let's do the card. That looks like a Marill to me. Oh wait, is Marill not a thing? Oh, Marill wasn't Gen 1. Fuck. Nidoran? Or Nidorina? Fuck. I don't know what it is. I thought it was Marill. It wasn't Marill. Is it one of the Nidos? It is. It's Nidoran. Damn. I feel like I've been debated. I guess the evolution. It is attracted by electromagnetic waves. It may approach trainers if they're using their Poke gear. Magneton? Magnemite? Yeah. And Silhouette. It's not a Raichu, is it? That's an Eevee. That is an Eevee. We did it. W. We're the greatest Pokemon trainers to ever do it. People wish they were us. Okay, yeah. Y'all love your Eevees, don't you? What's your favorite evolution, chat? What do we think? Me personally, I'm a Jolteon. No, I'm an Umbreon fanboy. Jolteon second. Ooh, who after that? I feel like you can't really put Vaporeon anywhere up there because you'll get sus looks. I think I'm Umbreon, Jolteon. Glaceon is cool. I do like Glaceon. Then probably Espeon. No, Espeon before Glaceon. And then Flareon, Vaporeon, Leafeon, Sylveon. I think is probably my ranking. And I stand by that. Well, I sit because I'm in my chair, but I would stand by it if I was stood up. Leafeon's your second favorite? That's valid. Leafeon's just I don't think I've ever had a Leafeon while playing the game. Ever. Hydrate? Will do. Partner has all of them tattooed on his leg. That's kind of cool. It's not that I don't like Sylveon, I just don't think I've ever had one in a game, and its design is like, eh. Just Eevee is also kind of eh, because it's a pretty basic design that I don't love. I don't like Sylveon. I know, don't worry. It's not because I'm transphobic, but my favorite Pokemon in general, I've always said it's probably Umbreon. I really do like Umbreon. I've always said, like, I do need to do this at some point. If I was ever going to commission art of myself, it'd be like my character with an Umbreon, because I think we fit together quite well. I do like Zorua as well. I like the Dark type. I'm a big Dark type fan. Hydreigon is cool as shit. Also, if Mercury's still here, we still need to run that fucking Soul Link. Nuzlocke together. I don't know, I think he's playing Siege. Hydreigon's a good pick. Actually, favorite pseudo-legendary is also a good question. Oh, we could do some Pokemon, like... Do you guys know Pokemon crosswords? Actually, I don't know how many of chat is, like, into Pokemon. I don't want to do Pokemon crosswords if people don't like Pokemon. What is a fandom that you would want to see me do puzzles? I like doing puzzles. I like doing, like, Sporkle crosswords and shit. I really want to make a Poison Eevee. I'm surprised they haven't made any more evolutions since... since, like, Sylveon, which was ages ago, right? Dredge. We're not playing Dredge. This is a just chatting stream. Dredge is not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I think Metagross might be my favorite. No, Garchomp. I love Garchomp. Metagross is also really, really cool, though. Love Pokemon, just don't really play anymore. I only really play it on stream, which means I haven't played a Pokemon game in probably like a year. I still really want to run... I want to run Mystery Dungeon. Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky, I think, is the best Pokemon game ever made. And you can fight me on that. Like, I will go to war. I think Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky is the best Pokemon in the game they've ever made. Fave Pokemon has to be Lurantis. Tyranitar. Tyranitar is based as well. I think Tyranitar is just overshadowed by Metagross because they both came out the same gen, didn't they? Or is T-Tar Gen 2? No, T-Tar's Gen 3, right? I can't remember. Fuck. I always struggle to get into Mystery Dungeon games. I don't know, man. Mystery Dungeon games... maybe I'll play one on stream. Mystery Dungeon games have always been peak Pokemon to me because I think they stand out... I don't know. I feel like the other Pokemon games are so constricted by their like gameplay boundaries, right? Of like, this is a Pokemon game, this is what a Pokemon game has to be. I feel like that they can't really experiment much because it always kind of boils down to the same thing. And I feel like in recent years they've gotten a bit easier, a bit too accessible, there's a bit too much like Mystery Dungeon games I think are cool by being different and new and unique. And when I was in America, I brought my Switch with me and I was so sure that I had a Switch Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. Turns out the only Mystery Dungeon game that they have on Switch is the remake of Red and Blue Rescue Team. I've not played Pokemon Insurgence. I've actually never played a Pokemon fan game, which I think I said, like, once I've done, like, the main games that I want to do a Nuzlocke on, I would look at running a fan game Nuzlocke, but I've never gotten around to it. Arceus looks fun, but I don't want to pay full price. That was actually, I wanted to stream Sword and Shield or Arceus, and then I looked at it, and it's, like, so expensive for, my attitude towards games has shifted in recent years after seeing how, like, there's so many games out there, right, that you can buy for like $20 that you will play for 17,000 hours, right? Like, you can get games nowadays for free sometimes, but sometimes for like $10-15, and it's like, holy shit, a life-changing experience, right? And then you look at, I feel like a lot of modern games, it's like pay $80 for 40 hours of gameplay. And it's like, you know? It feels weird. And I feel like a lot of AAA games, I just don't love anymore. I feel like a lot of AAA games have such a boxed in gameplay pipeline of like, I can tell it's a AAA game because it is so polished and so like industry standard shit that it doesn't have, I don't know, indie games just have like a weird uniqueness to them, like a unique quirky style. I don't know what it is. Hey Sam, is it bad? I'm kind of okay with that. For me, it's not by the length of the game, but the depth they have. I get that, but I find that weirdly, a lot of AAA games don't have a shit ton of like depth. That's not true. I really want to play Clair Obscur. That's a game that I want to stream. But between Dave the Diver and Dredge and finishing Blueprints, I think I want to do it once I finish Blueprints. All of my VTuber friends have played it and have been like, this is... So one of my friends recently just started playing it and has been gassing it up. Basically saying that she's not spoiled anything for me, but she's been saying that it's like the best game in a while and that she loves it. And she also said specifically that she thinks I would like it. So I think I want to stream it because I think it could be fun to stream. I think I just want to... I'd have to lock in. Like I might make it like a thing of like I might do, you know what Evan does? I don't know how many of you guys are Evan Eagle fans, and if you are, I'm so sorry. But Evan does a thing sometimes when a game comes out where he's like, I'm not stopping streaming till I finish it. And so he does like, it's not a subathon, it's more of a like, the stream never ends, it just keeps going, and then he goes to sleep and wakes back up and keeps playing it until he finishes it. And I might try my hand at something like that. Because it's something that I've never done before, but that I think could be fun to just lock in and do nothing but stream a game for like 3-4 days straight. I don't know. I don't know if it's something that I'll be particularly attuned to, but you promised Dark Souls, then went back on it. I mean, Oblivion did come out before. Oh, fuck, I do need to play Dark Souls. Shit. There's so many games I want to play. There's so many games I want to stream. I feel like I need to dial up my stream hours. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I just... It sounds real tired. Yeah, no. First of all, guys, there's so many video games I want to play. There's so many games. I'd watch Pen Crack Dark Souls. I'm actually not bad at Dark Souls. You know, I remember my last experience with Dark Souls was tuning into Bree's stream where she couldn't beat fucking Gwyn. And I laughed at her for like an hour straight as she struggled against Gwyn over and over again. Mainly because I don't think I've ever seen somebody struggle against Gwyn that much. Gwyn is the most free boss I've ever played against in Dark Souls. Like, you just parry him and then you win. And that's it. That's the fight. But watching Bree fight Gwyn, I was like, girl, what are you... And I've said this before. Bree is not a bad Souls-like streamer. She's not bad at the games. Like, don't tell her I said this, right? But she's genuinely, like, she's played more than I have. She's genuinely quite good at them because she has so much experience, right? But sometimes she gets locked in on one enemy and I'm like, how? What is happening? Yeah, well, Gwyn taking 5 to 6 attempts is like, okay, right? Gwyn is, I think I first tried Gwyn my first time through, but I have had like New Game Plus runs where I'm like, ah, shit, yeah, he's killed me like 2 or 3 times because the damage is so fucking absurdly high. But I've never seen somebody like spend 7 hours on him. That to me is crazy. But yeah, okay. Do you know what? I'm getting a notepad. We're getting notepads and we're doing game recommendations. I'm getting down all the shit that I want to play on stream. Okay. What did we go over this stream? Mystery Dungeon. Dark Souls. Yo, Rayquaza, thank you for the raid, dude. Can we get a shout out for a raid, please? Thank you for raiding in. We're yapping about what games we want to play and talking about Dark Souls and Pokemon, and we did Pokemon quizzes. It's been a good time. Dark Souls, Mystery Dungeon, Date everything? Okay, I'll put date everything down. I'm not playing the footer game. I'm not playing the foot narrative. You know what? For my birthday, fucking Tao gifted me the foot. I'm so sorry, Raiders, that we immediately have dived into this motor conversation, but I got gifted the games for my birthday. I'm never playing them. Let's see. What was it called? Did somebody say date everything? I think I need to play that. Apparently there's a guy called Penumbra in it, so I feel like I need to... I need to play it just to date myself. What was the game where Clair Obscur? Clair Obscur, Mystery Dungeon, Dark Souls, Date Everything, Dave, Dredge. What else have I said so far this stream? Also, yeah, somebody asked earlier, Dragon, I think, asked, have I seen the K-pop Demon Hunters? Yes. I watched it with a friend. I want you to die. Let me clarify. Oh, Pokemon Insurgents, yes, thank you. I really liked the music and the choreography and everything in K-pop Demon Hunters. It was great. It was good music. Good idol stuff. Oh yeah, Toxic Marvel Rivals. The plot and the dialogue of that game made me want to cry. It was written like a Tumblr self-insert fanfiction. It is a very specific comparison I've made. I think I made this a few streams ago when I was talking about it. If you've ever had the unfortunate experience of reading like one of those old Wattpad fan fictions of like getting self-inserted into the One Direction house or something. If you're younger than like 24, you probably won't know what I'm talking about. But there used to be a trend where like fangirls would write it themselves in to be like, oh my god, One Direction picked me up as their manager, right? K-pop Demon Hunters has the same dialogue and same vibes as one of those. And it hurt me physically. Dialogue and story really wasn't that bad. It was rough. Here's the thing. The dialogue and story are very like written for kids, but with like millennial humor, right? It is like a program written for children, but it's written by a millennial, and so none of the jokes really are like, it's so quirky core, you know? And I didn't like any of the characters. The evil guy is like generic, I am a demon from Demon Realm, and I hate people, and I'm evil, and I'm purple, and I'm purple and evil. And that's the plot. The girls are all very like, I'm not like other girls. I'm quirky. I eat food a lot, and I am... There's no explanation for like her being a half demon. There's no explanation of the backstory of the other demon boys. They just kind of die. It's... What if I'm not evil? Joke's on you, I'm evil again. Hey Truckan, how you going? Hey Trigi. It's very kids show written poorly by millennial, but then it got so popular that I feel like everybody was watching it. She said her dad was a demon. Yeah, but like what does that have lore implication wise, right? Like, because it's... The beginning of the movie sets it up as like all demons are evil. Everybody that is a demon, they just wants to eat people, right? But then her demon's a dad, and the movie spends a lot of time being like, oh, but she's just because she's half demon doesn't mean she's evil. And like the main love interest isn't evil, but is, and then goes back to not being evil. And it's like, okay, so demons aren't evil. They're not inherently bad. They're just being abused and betrayed by this guy. But then the ending is like, yeah, let's just lock them all away again. We're going to lock the realm out. Because apparently every other demon is evil except that one guy. And he's... They're only evil because they're beholden to the big bad guy. Yeah, but then we don't get any sort of confrontation with the big bad guy. There's nothing explored about him. Who is he? Why is he a demon? Why is he evil? Why is he sealed off in another dimension? And also, if everybody else is not evil, Like, if the demons aren't inherently evil and they're being, like, abused by this guy, why do we then steal them all away and lock the door behind them forever? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what the... Like, the whole vibe of the show. It is a kid's movie. It's a children's movie with children's movie plots. But it got so, like, internationally revered that I think everybody else watched it. And so it was kind of treated as being an actual movie instead of a kid's movie. But when you treat it as, like, an actual movie for adults, it just doesn't hold up. I don't know. I like the songs, though. The music is catchy. What did my friend think of it? What do you think? You know what my friends are like. Do I plan to play Secret of the Mimic? I'm not really a FNAF guy. Technically, the first ever game I streamed on Twitch was FNAF, and I don't think I'll ever live that down. I think that will forever be my cross to bear. Forever on the history of my channel, whenever you look it up on like Twitch Tracker or anything, my forever first game will be FNAF. But I'm not really a FNAF person. I watched all the game theory videos on FNAF, but that's about it, I'm afraid. Friend thought the songs were bad and the story was good. Your friend is your friend a child? You spent so much, you must have immense bit world building and tons of lore. And from here, I watched it with friends and just had a lot of fun. It is fun. Like, if you view it from the sake of like, oh, it's fun, having fun, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah. But for me, I couldn't get like the dialogue. I think it's more the dialogue. The way the characters act and speak is so... Like, it's so, again, kids' movies core, which makes it really hard to get through. But I don't know, man. When the sequel comes out, I'll probably watch it and cry. Not from sadness, but from torture. Let's see. Yeah, I still have the little notepad up, so any game recommendations are still viable. What movie? K-pop Demon Hunters. Vocal sim in the songs. A lot of same goes for Epic. Partner and also joins in and Dog Talks back. Epic vocal sims are crazy. I keep going on one with fucking the Cyclops of "You killed my Skeep, my favorite Skeep. What gives you the right to eat a Skeep so deep? Don't you know that eep you skeep is eep you reap? I don't know. It's just become the thing. Slay the Princess? Is that a Rage one? Dark Souls 2? I think if I play Dark Souls, it'll be Dark Souls 1, then 2, then 3, then Sekiro, and then... I can't play Bloodborne unless I find a way to get there. Avoiding horror game recommendations. I do want to play... I think Alien Isolation is like a punishment for Dark Souls. Could be funny. If I tally up all my deaths and say I have to play Alien Isolation for that long. Hey Trent, how you going? Silly Princess is a choose your own adventure game? Ah, okay. I thought it was a horror game. I thought it was a rage game. I might give it a shot then. I'll put it down. Slay the Princess, Alien Isolation, punishment. I have tried out Peak. I played Peak with Rexon and Evan and Mycora and Mari, and it was fun. I got to the top on like my first ever time playing it. I've not played Clair Obscur. Clair Obscur is on the list. It's something I want to try because every one of my friends has recommended it as like the best game to ever live. So that's on there. Got myself dinner. How about you? I'm fucking hungry. I'm going to get dinner after stream. I did beat Peak. I beat Peak on my first try. Oh, not my first try. We died to that map a lot, but we got through it, and it was me and was it me and Mycora? I think it was me and Mycora got all the way to the end. Evan's bitch ass died early. Rexon was 0 help. But Mycora and I got there. We won that. Jump King. I do have a plan. On my first try, I actually died a lot. Get a load of this guy. Hey, Zoe. Listen, I meant on like my first streaming session. Everybody knows it doesn't count as long as you never hit end stream, right? That's the streamer rule. Oh, the Rimworld DLC. Oh, wait, okay. This is going to be like an OG check. How many of you guys were there for the Crowd Control RimWorld streams? I played RimWorld a while back on Twitch, and I had a mod that let chat control RimWorld. Anybody remember Crack Rat? Any knowers in chat? It was a while ago, so I don't know how many people are still around, but it was... Crack Rat, my beloved. Everyone who watches Bree knows what first try means. Well, yeah, Bree's a liar, though. I've heard mention of Crack Rat. Crack Rat is an OG on this channel. Crack Rat was my first ever mascot. My true love. Crack Rat was a rat that got addicted to Luciferium in RimWorld and would only stay alive as long as chat kept donating Luciferium. And so chat kept buying crack for my rat just to infinitely feed it crack. And so we ended up with Crack Rat, the channel mascot. And Crack Rat ended up mating and having about 5,000 babies. And then my entire world was filled with rats, and I had like 3 frames a second, and then we blew up a nuke, and Crack Rat died. And then they managed to fund a fucking resurrector serum to bring Crack Rat back from death. And so she became kind of a biblical figure of like died and then came back to life. Rats were cheap. That's the amount of... Yeah, rats were so cheap that people just kept buying rats. So we ended up with like... I genuinely think we had like 400 or 500 rats in the map. Along with Crack Rat. And then I think Crack Rat's still alive on a save file somewhere. I don't think I'd be able to load it up. I don't remember what mod list I had. But we could try making it again with the new DLC and stuff if I boot it up again. Could be fun. Could be a fun... I'm adding it. Armored Core 6. I've already played Armored Core 6. I played Armored Core 6 on stream. It was before I did cross stream, so I don't think the VOD is here. I think the VOD is on the old VOD channel, though. Can we name the rats chatters? You can name colonists after chatters. It was insane. It was genuinely absurd. It was a crazy stream, and I really miss it. I should do it again. We've got a lot of recommendations. I'm gonna save this notepad because I keep doing the thing where I say games I want to play, and then 5 months from now I'll be doing a stream and be like, oh yeah, I want to play Dark Souls, and I'll never play Dark Souls because another game will come up and distract me. I may just try going down this list. We need to finish Dredge. I did say I want to play Dave the Diver. I do want to keep playing Blueprints and lock that in. I think what I'll do is once we start beating Dredge, Dave, or Blueprints, we'll start like ticking off these new ones. Because I never actually did that poll. Also, why am I breathing so heavy? I think it's because it's warm. I'm gasping. I feel like I'm out of breath. It's because I'm just yapping so much on a yapping stream. What am I doing? What was I going to say? Chat, I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something. Chat, what did I say just before I stopped? I was going to do a thing. I was going to say a thing. I'm going to hydrate. It's so warm in here. I need to open a window. We're on that timer of until my room heats up so much. Poll, right. I was going to do a poll of like what people prefer, right? Because I'm genuinely curious, in like when you're watching a VTuber, of whether people prefer that the VTuber locks in on a game and like streams the game for a week straight and beats it, or whether they like it when a streamer has like 3 games in rotation. Because I feel like if you have 3 games in rotation, at the very least, 1 game is going to be like, some people are going to enjoy it, right? But it means that like every second stream they're not a huge fan of. But then if you only stream 1 game, the people that like that game are going to be really into it. But anyone that doesn't like the game basically doesn't get a stream for like 2 weeks. I think the sweet spot is like 2 or 3. Like if you have 2 or 3 games on the go of different types, which Dave the Diver and Dredge I think are relatively different. I haven't played Dave yet, but I think they're somewhat different gameplay wise. So prefer schedule many games per week so I can prioritize watching streams live. That is true, and it means that it's not a huge like. I guess that is true. Of if the streamer is playing a game that you like, having multiple streams a week of different types means that you don't have to tune into every stream and you can actually pace yourself and watch them all live. I guess that makes sense. I've never thought about that. Different games and different days. Yeah, so I think, have I played Total War Warhammer 3? I've played 2. I really liked it. 3 I never bought because it was expensive with the DLC and I've just never gotten into it. but I would not mind playing it. Maybe not on stream though. It is a long stream. I think currently my plan is Dave the Diver's Tuesday, Thursday's Divinity, Friday we do Dredge, and Saturday we do Blueprints, or maybe the other way around, depending. I think we do that until, I think Blueprints is probably the first one I'll stop. I don't know how many streams of Blueprints I'll do, maybe just one. Because I know Resnick will shout at me if I don't at least do one, but also it's, hey, how you going? Oh, Little Nightmares could be fun. Little Nightmares. I don't know what Homicipher is, but it sounds cool. Oh yeah, what were the puzzle games people were talking to me about? When I said I liked like Tunic and like I liked language puzzles, there was like 2 or 3 games that people really, really recommended. League with Elia. If you can get... I don't want to play League. I really don't want to play League. Yo, Velvet! Thank you for the raid! Welcome into stream. We're talking about games we're going to play, and they're trying to talk me into playing League. Velvet, do you play League? Would it be bad for me? Oh no, wait, that is really mean. I was going to be like, would it be bad to say you seem like a League player? But then I realized that's kind of fucked up to say. Thank you for the raid. What are you guys playing? Oh wait, League is banned in my chat. Hang on. Saying League is banned. All the raiders are getting clocked for saying League. Hang on. Can we unban the term League for a second? Guys, you have to misspell League. You have to spell it wrong. Please. You never touch that game. I only play Gunner games. Oh yeah, you play a lot of gacha games, don't you? 7 Days to End With You is a really good language puzzle game. Ooh, fun. I did not set them up. I forgot League was a banned term. Velvet, I see you play a lot of gacha games. Is Honkai Star Rail good? I downloaded Honkai Star Rail the other day because they have Archer from Fate, and I really like Archer from Fate, and I want to have Archer from Fate, so I downloaded it to get Archer, and then I never played it again. But is it good? Should I play it? And if so, should I stream it? Is it a good stream game? I'm asking the gacha expert. Why not FGO? I've played FGO. I have a weird thing with gacha games where I just never stick with them. Don't know how you just got more based. Archer's my like favorite fictional character of all time. I fucking love that man. I would go gay for Archer. I'm very Garcher. ZZZ is a better Hoyo game. People say ZZZ is like... Oh, so Velvet, why are you not VIP'd? What? I think ZZZ is a better horror game, but Hans, Gacha, and Nikke are the best. Hang on, wait, I misspelled VIP as nip. I do not want to nip Velvet. Nip her in the bud. There we go. I don't want to play Hans Gacha. All of my friends are playing Hans Gacha. I'm the only VTuber that isn't fucking horses right now, and I feel like I'm a man alone on an island. They hated me because I spoke the truth. Did model freeze? Oh, whoops. I blame Hans. Hans time news boy. No Hans deplorable. Not you too, Whisper. I don't want to play Uma Musume. It's a gacha game. Chat, I don't have the money for gacha games. I'm poor enough as it is. I don't need to add that to my financial debt. You pay with your time. I pay with my pride. It's not even Pride Month anymore. It's the least predatory gacha game I've ever played. Just one stream to feed the masses. Currently has the best card in gacha right now. Best time to start. Aren't we almost Zion? We are almost at 3k followers. If I hit 3k followers, we'll do horse gacha. Does that sound fair? Everybody unfollow right now. Do it. I don't know. I've said that before about subscriber milestones, and I never do them. So if you believe that, you're... Watch my follower count just like drop to 0. We might do one Horns game as like a funny bit. If you don't like Horns game, don't worry. It's not going to take over the channel. I do other things. Thank you, Fingers, for the follow. Chance of Sonar. That was a puzzle game people were telling me to play. I want to play that. I like puzzle games. I like language puzzle games. We'll do one on Twitch. We'll do one funny haha Horns stream, right? In a bit. And if I get addicted, it's funny, but I probably won't get addicted. I'm generally pretty resilient to gacha games. They don't normally, like, get their hold on me. I played through Fate Grand Order for a little bit. I played Genshin. Genshin is a gacha game that I didn't hate. I actually thought Genshin was pretty cool. I enjoyed Genshin, which is weird. Because Genshin, I feel like, gets hate a lot and people, like, shit on it, but I actually enjoyed it. Because I don't know. I found the gameplay fun. It didn't get stale. I didn't feel like I was gated. I think the thing about Genshin that I liked that I don't like about a lot of gacha games is that a lot of gacha games, I feel like you eventually get to a point where it's like, hey, you can't play the game anymore. The game is now walled behind like a stamina system that you can't get over and you can't play the game without it. I never really felt that way with Genshin too much. Like there was definitely parts where I was like, oh, I can't do missions because I don't have the right level and I can't get higher levels because I'm out of stamina. But it always felt like I had somewhere to explore and somewhere to go and some things to do and some quests to do that I'd not done yet. I don't know. It might also be a thing of like, it felt like a game because I'm actually like in a character, controlling the character, running around a world and not in a menu, which I feel like a lot of gacha games devolve into, where I feel like a lot of gacha games devolve into menu, where it's like you're not playing a game anymore. It's like, yes, I click button, I go to menu. I click button in menu, I go to different menu. In that menu, I click a button, I upgrade something, I go to menu. I switch to a different menu, and then there's a third menu and a fourth menu. And it's like the amount of gameplay you get to do, or it's dialogue, fucking dialogue. I understand that gacha games inherently generally have like visual novel gameplay, and having conversations between characters is how they communicate like the story. But this is actually, I think, what got me about Fate Grand Order and what stopped me getting super into FGO is that it felt like every story was just, it was like 30 minutes of talking between characters. And like, man, I love it, but I don't want to read for 30 minutes. I like my Zenless is yep, every much of it is VA'd and or has different art every few sentences. I like the oversim that is the combat. This isn't just a gacha game thing. This is an every game thing. My big pet peeve in games is when they lock you in a room for dialogue. If I need exposition through dialogue, just give me a voiceover while I run around playing the game. Give me some audio in the background, let the audio message play while I'm like killing shit, doing gameplay. Please don't pull me out of the game and sit me in front of a dialogue box for like 10, 15 minutes and then be like, okay, done, back to the game. Especially when it's not like a story game. If it's a story game, different thing. If like the main appeal of the game is like characters and like, sure. But if it's a gameplay focused game, please don't pull me out of the gameplay. I don't want to speak about the characters. But here's the thing. I do a lot of the time want to get the story. I want to know what is going on. I would be interested in the lore and the backstory and the characters and stuff. I just don't want to have to sit and listen to it and only it for like 15 minutes. Bro can not play a visual novel. The thing is with a visual novel, I've always said that my approach to like media is I am doing a purposeful thing, right? If I'm reading, I want to be reading. If I'm playing a game, I want to be playing a game. If I'm watching something, I want to be watching it. I don't like it when there's like crossover, right? So I don't like games that are like half reading, half game. So I don't really like story-based games. I would rather get a story through a book or a movie than a game. Because generally when I'm playing a game, I'm trying to lock in and do some gameplay. So story-based games for me don't really do it because if I'm booting up a video game, I'm generally in the mindset of I want to be playing a game with gameplay and doing gameplay things. I do read. I like reading. I like novels. Good night, Dragon. Have a good eat. But I don't like it when the video game is a novel, you know? Katawa Shoujo I've heard is really good. The 4chan disabled visual novel. I've heard it's weirdly peak, which is kind of funny. Here's the thing about Outer Wilds, right? The thing that Outer Wilds does that I think is better than pretty much any other story game is that 90% of the story is like, what's it? Environmental storytelling. Yes, there is dialogue. Yes, there are words that you read. Yes, there is lore. But the amount that you read in that game is very, very diminished compared to the exposition that you get just through the world, right? Like seeing the world, seeing like the ruins and the spaceships and the way that each planet functions, and you sort of piece together. And then occasionally there's dialogue, but the dialogue that you get is so spaced out and far between, because there's like 5 characters in Outer Wilds, really, right, that you speak to. Ignoring the beginning village, right? There's 5 characters, right? Those 5 characters you meet very, very far apart, and they're like in weird locations, and you stumble into them. So when you get that dialogue, you're actually like hanging on to every word because you haven't spoken to anybody in like an hour, right? Or it's visual storytelling, or it's like in the DLC, the little pictures that you get where you piece together the story by putting in those like camera reels, and it shows you the story out of order. So you see like the end of the story through like visual storytelling. You're like, oh my god, it must have been this way. And then you get like a curveball bit of info about the beginning of the story, and that recontextualizes the whole thing. Outer Wilds is more of a mystery game than like a pure story game, because it's about piecing shit together, and it does that through mainly environmental storytelling and clues and hints and nudges. And the general vibe is like, yes, at the end of the game there is a room that will tell you like, hey, if you miss anything, here's what you missed, like here's it spelled out. But the majority of the gameplay, it is you going, what is happening, and trying to piece things together. And I love that. It's orders of magnitude more engaging than having a character sit down and like dialogue at you for like an hour. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I have to read for like 15 to 20 minutes in a video game, I zone the fuck out. I can't. It's just, I don't know. I can't lock in. Games are great when they require you to make that leap in logical deduction instead of being told about it, right? Yeah, and it stops the game doing probably the most annoying thing in gaming, right? Or in storytelling, where my most frustrating thing, it has kind of 2 sides. One is when the game treats you like an idiot and feels the need to explain things that you've already figured out. There is nothing more frustrating. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this in like a game or a book or something, where there's this big long dialogue of the characters figuring something out or explaining something, and you've already figured it out, and you're like, dude, I don't need this dialogue. I don't need a character to tell me. I've already figured it out because it's obvious. I know you're telling it to me, and I feel like you're underselling my deductions because now I just have a character telling it to me, and I'm like, fuck, okay, well, right? Or the inverse, where the thing acts like you can't have figured it out, and so the story progresses in a way that if you could act on the knowledge that you clearly have figured out, it would go a different way. But the game is like, oh, we can't possibly know what's happening. We can't possibly know about what's going on. We're going to act like this way because we think this is the right pathway. And you're in the back screaming because you're like, no, he's clearly evil. Please. That man is clearly the villain. Please lock in and kill him. I beg of you. Please stop doing this stupid thing. And the character's just like, oh, we can possibly. Who knows what's happening? And he's like, ah. So I do like games that treat you like an intelligent human being, where you figure things out and the game is like, oh, you figured this out, you can act on it immediately. I think that is also what I really, really like about Outer Wilds, right? There are no locks in Outer Wilds. There is no hard and fast, oh, you need to have spoken to this person and gotten this line of dialogue to get to this area. If you figure something out in Outer Wilds, you can act on it. You can just go do the thing that you figured out and you can get to the end of it, right? Like, there is no, oh, you know it, but you haven't spoken to character A about it, and therefore you can't actually progress until you go and speak to the mandatory. Like, no, you can skip. You can skip dialogue. You don't have to speak to anyone. You can go and solve the game first run if you wanna. Like, and I love that about it. Because it also makes it feel like you are the character. Like, you are the person playing it. It is your info or lack of info that is the limiting factor on how far you can get in. You know? Cutscenes that ignore established gameplay mechanics. Oh, do you know what's worse than that? Okay, I've played a game on this channel before. I played Fire Emblem Engage, and I never finished it. I think it might still be one of the most streamed hour-wise games on this channel. I think it's like 70 hours or something, right? I never finished it. Not because it's hard, because it was... One of the reasons I never finished it is because it was so ridiculously easy towards the end game that I got fucking bored. Like, the game just stopped being challenging. But the game did one of my most hated tropes in video games, which is when characters that you beat just sort of skedaddle away, and your character is like, oh, they got away. Like, bro, you're on a dragon. Chase them. Shoot them. You have magic. I beg of you to kill them. Please, stop letting characters be beaten and then run away and then come back to fucking fight you again later. And Fire Emblem Engage did this like 10 chapters in a row. Genuinely, there are like 4 main villains in like the middle section of Engage that just, you beat them, they come back. You beat them, they come back. You beat them, they come back. It does it like 5-6 times in a row, and I've never crashed out harder on a game. It pissed me off. I got so sick of it. Which one is Engage? Engage is the one where the main character has like red and blue hair. It does suck that you can't replay Outer Wilds because knowledge of the game is what locks the game, and so once you've beaten it, you can't really replay it. When you absolutely dogwash a boss but then lose in the cutscene, dude. I heard Engage had really good gameplay but subpar story in comparison to previous titles. The gameplay in Engage was okay. I didn't mind it, but it got so easy so quick that it just became meaningless. I wish I'd kind of started on Maddening, because I started on the hard difficulty instead of the hardest, but old Fire Emblem games, hard difficulty would still kick your ass. I mean, I think the VODs are out there. You can go watch, but Endgame, essentially, I took one unit and I walked them into the crowd of enemies and they just killed everything, and then that was it. Like, from what I remember, I actually had decent gameplay. Like, when you were in combat, it was actually okay. But I could not get over the ease in which I was winning, and so I just... Perma-losing units in general just sounds like a sick challenge. Fire Emblem is actually quite good to... I've been doing a Maddening run of 3 houses recently in my spare time. And it's good. It's fun. Because if you lose a unit, you just have to either eat the loss or you have to go back. And generally you go back, which makes you have to be really, really careful. I do think 3 houses, like the rewind time mechanic in 3 houses is really, really important for Madden difficulty runs, because without it, it gets to the point where you're just resetting like 10-15 minutes of gameplay every single time something goes wrong. It's a bit rough, but because of the rewind time mechanic, it's actually quite nice. Because you can't completely fuck up a fight in one turn because you have like 5 or 6 get out of jail free cards, but those are limited resources that you can't get back. So it's fun. It's cool. Trails of Cold Steel. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Yeah, the losing a boss fight, or the like you're beating a boss in gameplay and then it cuts to like a cutscene where the boss is like dog washing you and you're like, you know, it's annoying. I think the only exception to that rule is if like the boss is very clearly meant to be a hard stop. Like, I think Sekiro does this, right? Where the first boss is meant to kick your ass completely, but you can technically beat him, and if you do, you get a unique cutscene. That, I think, is okay, because it like... I would rather that than have the loss happen entirely in a cutscene. And the game is just like, no, this guy's really strong, you can't beat him. And it's like, well, I feel like I can, though, you know? Like, I feel like I probably could beat him if you just let me try, but the game doesn't let you try, and so you run away. I'd rather actually have a thing of like, you can try and fight him, and 99.9% of the player base is going to get washed. But if you beat him, hey, here's a cool cutscene, but you do still need to die for the plot to progress. I swear. Okay. I don't know if anyone in chat knows what I'm talking about here, because I can't remember the name. I swear there was a game where like the beginning of the game has a stupidly hard boss fight that you are clearly meant to lose. Like, it is clearly not meant to be a winnable fight. The intention is clearly that you lose and you die, and or that you get your shit kicked in and you go, you know, train and come back. But that if you do manage to win, the game just like ends there. You do actually just win. And I can't remember what game it is. I swear there was a game like that. Fuck, it wasn't Prototype. It wasn't Far Cry. Does anyone in chat know what I'm thinking of? Oh god, that's gonna drive me crazy. That's gonna drive me actually mental. Was it Devil May Cry? Was it it might have been Devil May Cry. What was the prompt? There's a game that I remember where you get hit with like one of those unbeatable boss fights where the guy, you're clearly meant to lose, but if you do manage to win, it just you actually do manage. The game just ends. You get through it, and it's like, okay, GG, go next. It might have been Devil May Cry. I think it was. I've looked up a thing of it. Dungeon Guardian from Terraria. I don't think it was as recent as Black Myth Wukong. I think Devil May Cry is probably the better bet. Oh god, it's gonna... Far Cry 4, yeah, the funny ending is like if you don't move at the beginning of the game and you let the man just go do his torture and come back, you can just end the game there. Huh. I think Devil May Cry is the best, but I need to play Devil May Cry. It's one of those video games that I've never played, and I feel like I'm losing out on a lot of culture because of it. I think my next game after... Okay. Because we have the game, we have the notepad in front of us, right? And we have Divinity. Divinity's locked in is every week. We have Dredge, Dave the Diver, Blueprints. I think the next game after that, I think I want to play Clair Obscur. I think that is the next game because I want to experience it so I can talk about it with friends. Then Dark Souls, because I've promised that before. Have you done Firewatch? I've not. I will add Firewatch because I've heard good things about that as well. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is a game that I think if I was going to play, I'd want to play with friends. I'd want to make it like a collab. Kind of like the Divinity thing where it's like 4 people just playing Stardew together. I don't know if Heavenly... Does Heavenly own Stardew Valley? Would Heavenly be... Do you reckon Heavenly would be down to play Stardew Valley? If I DM him... Hang on. I'm going to DM him right now. I know Bree and Umi both like it, but I think Bree has literally said to my face before that she would rather die than play Stardew with me. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. Dog, me and Heavenly can just have like a little gay relationship in the farm together. We can get like married and stuff. It'd be great. I ship it. Dude, we should get the boys together for Stardew. Let's get all the squad together. We can all play Stardew. What better reason than to ask her? I don't want to get rejected by Bree again. Okay, Heavenly replied. Heavenly replied with something that I probably shouldn't read out, but he said he has played it before and he thought it was 10 out of 10 game with the fishing being preem. So potential. Maybe I can persuade Heavenly to play Stardew. I think that could be funny. Maybe that can be his recovery from toxic Marvel Rivals. When Heavenly and I play Rivals and he gets toxic, I can calm him down with some Stardew. I love Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk is actually one of my favorite games of like recent times. I know it had a rusty release, but I never played it on release. I only played it afterwards, and when I played it afterwards, peak. Silksong, yeah. If it ever, do you know what? If Silksong ever releases, sure, I will beat it just like I beat Hollow Knight. Does that sound good to you guys? Just like I 100% eat Hollow Knight on stream, I will 100% Silksong on stream. I am melting. Just FYI. I'm melting into my chair. It is so hot. Do Stardew first. Well, it's not going to be hard to do Stardew first considering I don't think Silksong's ever coming out. I think it's a lie. It's a government op. God, it's so warm. I want to open up my window so badly, but I don't want my neighbors to hear me and I don't want to get let noise in. You 100% need Hollow Knight? Yeah. I got the ending of Hollow Knight. I beat the game. Do not pay attention to anything anyone else says, because I definitely beat Hollow Knight in every way that matters. I have played Doom 2016 as well. That was before I started streaming though. That was ages ago. That's like, oh God. Oh no, Doom 2016 is almost 10 years old. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel correct. Why? Don't call me a boomer. Do Fable? Wait, shit. Wait, that's actually a really good idea. Wait, chat. What if I played Fable, but I just played it the worst way you can? What if I just skipped through like all the dialogue, did not pay attention to the quests, did not do anything in the right order, and I just fucking played it the worst anyone has ever played Fable? What if I deliberately fucking... Oh, wait. Because isn't the new Fable coming out? What if I do a run of all the Fable games where I deliberately play them as bad as possible? I feel like you've... It's been delayed. This is a great idea. I have time. I have time to play all the Fable games. I wonder if I can make Bree kill me. I think this might be the best idea I've ever, or no, I didn't even have it. I think this might be the best idea that's ever been had on this channel. Let's put that on the list. Save. Games. Infinite games, but no games. Last two are only on Xbox, so you might need to cloud stream it. I think I have all the Fable games on Xbox, weirdly. Oh, Heavenly says they can read it out on stream. Oh yeah, so the message she sent me was, I've played it only once with an ex and she berated me because all I did was wake up and fish. 10 out of 10 game though, the fishing was preem. That's Heavenly's experience with Stardew, so... There you go, chat. There's a little insight into Heavenly. A little Heavenly behind the scenes. So mad until I fished up a sword and then she started a different fight because I was trying to show her up. I'll tell you this, the crazy to hot scale was immaculate. Heavenly, no. Okay, I feel like I've entered into a counseling session with Heavenly Father. Try to use Live 2D? Or what, like, just badly use Live 2D to piss off Bree? That could be fun. I could do them all in the same stream. What if I do a just killing Bree at Cookie Box stream where I get all of her favorite things, all of her tisms, and I just do them badly? I play all of her favorite games wrong. I rig a Fable model in the worst way. Like, I just grab a PNG of the Fable main character and I just fucking slam some settings on there, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. Chat, we might have cooked up maybe the best stream that's ever happened on this platform. This might be peak fiction. Except it's not fiction, it's a fact. Play Dark Souls regularly. She literally had a nightmare that she had to watch someone using Live 2D wrong. We should make that nightmare real. Never let your memes be dreams or your dreams be memes. Let your nightmares be true. It's me. Johnny... What's the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street called again? Freddy Krueger? That's me. Finish it up, play a game that she hates and continually plays. Oh, wait, guys, what's Bree's least liked game? What game does Bree hate the most? Does she have a hated game? One that she just fucking despises? Any military game? Five Nights at Fredbear's. Five Nights at Freddy Krueger's. Wait, hang on. What if I just type up Bree at Cookie Box? Wait, what if I DM Mama Cookie Box? Do you think Mama Cookie Box would know her least liked game? Damn, I don't know what Bree's least favorite game is, but this search result says V Reverie is a black company and 3 of their 5 talents are leaving. That's crazy. I wonder what relation that has. Why would that pop up when I search for Bree at Cookie Box least liked game? That's weird. That's peculiar. That's bizarre. Google's so weird sometimes and quirky. Man, really got to get a hand on those search results. That has nothing to do with my Oshi Bree at Cookie Box. DM Umi? Oh, no. I don't know if Umi would help me. I feel like Umi would protect Bree. I don't know if Umi would assist me on my goal to make Bree have the biggest autism crash out ever seen on the internet. But I feel like Mama Cookie Box would help for the memes, for the funny, for the bit. You know? I've added it to the list. We've got a pretty good list here now, along with a pretty solid setup for future games. You played the demo of the game Normal Fishing? I have not. Something tells me it's probably not Normal Fishing, right? Normal Fishing game. Though that doesn't... Is that by the same people that did oh, fuck. What's it called? What's the card game called again? The one that I played. Oh my god, why am I blanking on it? Card game, horror, roguelike aspects. Inscription, right. Why did it kind of looks like Inscription a little bit. Normal Fishing is a retro handheld inspired adventure where everything goes exactly as expected and there is absolutely nothing to worry about. Why do I not trust it? Did you play Balatro? I have played Balala. Balala has been conquered. Well, not really. I played it a bit. I didn't really get hooked on it like a lot of people did for some reason, but I did play it. It was fun. Good little distraction stream. It is so warm, chat. I might have to call it quits. I genuinely, I can feel a headache coming on. I feel like I'm melting in my room. It's so fucking warm. And I really want to open up the window. I'm cooking. God, I want it to be winter again. I want it to be winter. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna add Normal Fishing to the list as well. I think I'm gonna go eat and I'm gonna go open the window and probably go walk around in my living room where it's cooler for a little bit. It's I'm melting. What should I have? Okay, chat. Well, final thing. What should I have for dinner? Should I have a sandwich? Should I have frozen chicken tenders and chips? Should I have fish fingers and beans? Or should I have another bowl of cereal? Place your votes now. And while we wait, I will find someone to raid. Let's see, who's live that we want to send y'all over to? Is Zen playing Peak with Heavenly? I can't tell because I got an ad. Mix them all together. I'd rather not be a beast and sad. Thank you very much. Let's see. Who is live on the YouTubes? Cobblemon World Cup? Huh. I didn't know there was a Cobblemon World Cup. Interesting. Is not are none of my friends live on fucking YouTube right now? Why is it not showing me anyone? I can't see if, oh, Zen, she doesn't have, oh, because she's probably not in Discord. Do you want to read Zen anyway? We'll just read Zen. It's fine. Yeah. Twitch, you're going over to Zen. YouTube. Where the fuck do I send YouTube? Lullaby from Chroma Shitters. Wait, is Matara live on YouTube? She is. She's playing Marvel Rivals. Let's read Matara on YouTube then. I know Matara has raids on, and Matara's sweet. Okay. Twitch, Zen, YouTube, Matara. It's weird that you've been split like this. I normally try and send you to the same person, but I don't think Zen multi-streams. So I'm gonna go try not melt. Okay, it's so warm. And I'll catch you guys Tuesday, first stream. Probably gonna be Dave the Diver. Hopefully. Hopefully there is schedule tomorrow. Not the game, but like a schedule tomorrow, you know? Ignis waiting room. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a and other mythical objects you can think about. Alright. Twitch is away. YouTube, I'm sending you off. Bye now.